All right, it's the weekend here, which means it's probably the weekend for you, or just the week started. It's week two, is what we're talking about. You're all still here, plus one before we start the week, so that's a good thing. Hopefully, you survived the week. You found the work on differential analysis and the four Ps interesting. It's very foundational, and the differential analysis thing or advantage, sorry, is something that really works for us in every transaction in our life. And the four Ps is just to help you understand how they put it together. So you did that. If you have not already posted your final project topic to the discussion board and put the sheet in the Dropbox, please do, because I really want to come in by Tuesday, and hopefully then Wednesday, if you are able to join the live session, which is this week, despite what I said last week. And we'll apologize again for that. We'll just kind of talk about it. I'm going to talk about the rubric. I'm going to talk about what makes projects successful. And then I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. And hopefully that gives you all the context you need to go forth and conquer. And if not, let me know. I've been doing this a long time. And a lot of what I try to do is set you up early to succeed later, because well thought for the first 2 weeks makes a big difference in the end. So enough about last week. This week, a couple chapters, some readings in environmental assessment, audit, external assessment. They call it, the thing's called so many different things. I'll come back to that in a minute. But I'll tell you about the readings, chapter 3. And you'll notice this week and next week, they're different in the course, on the online course, than they are in the syllabus. Follow the online course, because I found some chapters that were in the wrong spaces and wanted to kind of get them realigned. So for the chapters this week, chapter 3 about marketing and the healthcare organization, it's really, a lot of you, a good chunk of you are not in healthcare or are new to healthcare. So this is a chapter that really just does some foundational definitional stuff. If we were in an undergrad class, we would be taking a test on this, but we're not. So run through it, get an idea of the lay of the landscape, move on to chapter 4, the nature of healthcare markets, which is important because in your external audit, your external analysis, one of the things you can talk about is markets. And later we'll be talking about segmenting. So the idea of what is a market, how healthcare defines markets, what are all the different ways you can use markets, is explored all over the place in here, from geography to perspective. There's a nice case study in here that's just kind of, I find interesting to think about. You don't have to do it. And how you profile markets. And this becomes, again, once you know where you're going to, you have to define markets so you know what target you're trying to hit, right? Once you do that, you got to understand what they are, being their age, their weight, their left-handed, right-handed, all sorts of things. And so it just gives you a good idea on how to think about it. And then also kind of picks up in the end the mass market to micro marketing, so you can begin to see how it boils down to it. The last chapter assigned is number 8. Again, changing environment for healthcare marketing. And this is just like chapter 3, I'm going to tell you more of a background chapter. But I think if you are not from healthcare or you haven't touched marketing in healthcare, this is really good, because you start getting an idea of all the different facets it can do, from driving business to what it can do in population health. It's a good background chapter. And all of this is designed to kind of give you that base of stuff that you need. So when you work on your project, maybe you see something in the text that gives you an idea of a direction to head, right? I can't teach you everything. I need you to look at this stuff and say, wonder if this is the concept, the direction I need to go, right? A lot of this transects then the big assignment of the week, which is the external analysis. So a couple things on this. One, please look at the rubric and see how I grade this, right? I need to be focused. I need you to come in and define, this is what an external audit is and what it can do, preferably by using a source to decide the 2 or 3 areas you're going to examine, to talk about the definition of those areas, and then use external resources to tell the story, right? What are the trends? This doesn't have to be hard, but you can go to literature, you can go to magazines, you can go to something published and talk about attitudes of seniors towards using the internet, or attitudes of young adults in taking their children to see doctors of osteopathy. Whatever your topic is, there's going to be stuff out there. And what you're trying to do is say, in the broader world, this is what's going on. And we here in my micro world, in my project, in my location, need to think about that. If you can link it to, here's a couple tactics we might do, great. You'll see a couple examples in here. The examples aren't perfect because this assignment has morphed itself over the years, but you can begin to see how they take an assessment area, research it, document it, use it, and apply it. And that's really what I want you to see if you go into the examples. Other than that, I know I talked about the live course already. Please, please, please. I hope the things are treating you well. And what am I looking for? I thought there was something I really wanted to talk to you about, but I can't remember. So I'll either post it to the discussion board or post another video. I hope I see many of you Wednesday night. Have a great day, and let's go get week 2 taken care of.